have done my studies from Hindi medium, and I think that could be the reason that I have that burning desire within me all the time to be fluent in this language.
That's amazing and it's unbelievable. In 7 months, this is what you have achieved. So, you practice in the WhatsApp group with co learners and then you have a mentor as well. That's amazing. How many hours in a day do you give to practice English?
24 hours, ma'am. There is no time limit for me.
One learning method that helped you more than you expected? Because we think, okay, this method will not be very efficient, and but still we practice it. Then you were like surprised with, wow, this is so effective. Is there any method like that?
That is reading, ma'am. I was not expecting that much from reading habit because earlier I never used to read one or two books. But it's been for me 4 months into reading habit, and I have read more than 32 books.
Are effortlessly using idioms as and how you speak. It's a hard nut to crack, and other things a lot of I noticed you using idioms really effortlessly. You're not thinking, it's just coming in a flow as and how you speak. So would you like to dedicate that to your reading practice? Or see, many people learn idioms, right? But they forget quickly. So what is your formula? How well, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Very good afternoon, ma'am. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. How about you, ma'am?
Yes, I'm doing pretty well as well. I had a really busy day today. So it's exhausting, but it feels productive as well. So that's the good thing about it. So, what about your day? How was it so far?
It, it was also quite hectic, ma'am. I just went to hospital. Some of my work was pending. It's been long period of time. So my whole day was spent there only. Nothing I could do there, but it's okay. Sometime we need to go with the flow.
Yes. Hospital for yourself, or did you take somebody with you? I mean, was it for someone else?
Well, ma'am, I'm planning to put braces for my teeth alignment. So it's been 6 months. I was just waiting for that done. So this morning I got called from the hospital. So I said, okay, let's give it a shot. Otherwise, it would be delay because it's a long process. So yeah,
Mm.
for that we went.
Yes, and it also takes a lot of time, right? Depending on the age. My daughter is almost 12 now, and she has her braces already. But I think as you age, it takes more time for your teeth to set. And yeah.
Yes, ma'am. They have already mentioned that, ma'am, it will take at least more than 2 years. More than 2 years because it's been for you, you are already 30 years old. So it depends. If you would come early, it would take less time. But for you, you at least 2 years minimum, you need to keep in your mind.
Yes. So, why this sudden decision, if I may ask, like you want to put your braces now, like it suddenly occurred to you?
No, ma'am. It's been 3 years. I was planning because this my teeth suddenly it is coming outside now. So it
Oh.
was in my bucket list. Yes, yeah, initially it was not like that. Now it is means gradually it is coming outside. So one day I was just doing smile and my husband was saying that Indu, seriously your teeth is coming out. You should be concerned about it. And 3 years ago I just went to the doctor. That time my daughter was too small. She was 2 months old only. So doctor told me that, ma'am, we would wait till the time you would wean off. So recently I have wean off to my daughter. She is now 18 months old. So I thought, okay, let's now start with this procedure. Otherwise, it would be keep on delay only.
That's true. As a kid, I was never interested. Like my parents would literally force me, "Come, let's go to the dentist." I have terrible teeth actually. They are totally misaligned. But every time I was to run away home, I was like, I'm not going to go through all of the pain, and it was I was terrified of it. So I never got my braces, and but still I continued with my terrible teeth, and it just went on. So this is a topic which is really close to me. Well, let's keep that aside now
For
and.
me,
Uh-huh.
for me as well, since my childhood, I was doing, but I was not taking that much interest. I said it's okay. I would be okay with this with future. But when it is like now, it is quite visible, and now when I do smile or like because it's my husband gave me that consciousness, and now I'm aware about this thing. So I thought, okay, let's give it a try because we can do we can afford in army hospitals. It's quite free of cost. So only the thing is that you need to give your time. Otherwise, there is no money as such they would charge. So I thought, okay, why not to make most of it if we are getting benefits of the hospital? So we should take it.
Of course. Good luck with that. So let's come to English learning today. And you speak really good English and you speak fluent English as well. So tell me, how long have you been practicing speaking? Did you go to an English medium school? What's your story?
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words. Well, my story is that since my childhood, I am enthusiastic towards this language, and moreover, it's my need now. No, I didn't do my studies from English medium. I have done my studies from Hindi medium, and I think that could be the reason that I have that burning desire within me all the time to be fluent in this language. And because of this language, I have already missed many opportunity, ma'am, but I was not paying attention towards it. 7 months ago, I just went to my daughter's PTM meeting, and there I really hit hard because their teachers, they were so fluent, and I was hesitate to speak in front of teachers, like how if I would speak wrong grammar, but if would somebody would judge me. So during public area, I used to hesitate or reluctant most of the time.
Hmm.
And my husband gave me this thing that why not to speak in Hindi. Even this morning also he was saying that you can speak Hindi with doctor, but I said no, I don't want to speak. Now I'm pretty good confident, and I had already spoken with him English only. Then he said okay, go with your flow, because sometime he, ma'am, he is very good. He has good command over this language, and he feels like if I would speak, so might be people would say that he is an officer and his wife couldn't speak correct English. So he is into that much. But I don't bother about people. But I was just bothering about myself because it's been 30 years of my life and I was not paying attention towards this thing. And now it is coming to my daughter's things. So for that, I just want to create environment for her. And I just really, that moment really hit hard to me. And 7 months ago, I just started scrolling on YouTube itself that, okay, how can we improve our spoken English? I was not aware that on YouTube also there kind of such kind of conversations are also there, and these channels are also there. And since that day, I never look back. Every day I'm doing my practice, learning from each and every one. And 7 months ago, I have once joined one WhatsApp group also, Sunita's English Adventure. She is my mentor. Still, I am their member of their community. I do believe that we need some guidance also sometime if we are not aware. Because for me, my basic is not that much clear because I'm not going deep into all these things. I can go with shadowing practice, speaking, but when it comes to basic, so I just want that my basic should be clear first, and rest, vocabulary, everything we could add. Our journey means could add, and with the help of practice, we can revise. But when it comes to basic, especially grammar, so it was my, for me, it was my, I do have that phobia of grammar. But nowadays, like with the help of mentors, and I am also facing every day, I'm picking one rule because I do believe that if your basic is not strong, there is no point of using good vocabulary. So this is my short story, ma'am.
That's amazing and it's unbelievable. In 7 months, this is what you have achieved. So you practice in the WhatsApp group with co-learners and then you have a mentor as well. That's amazing. How many hours in a day do you give to practice English?
24 hours, ma'am. There is no time limit for me. I have immersed myself into this language. Now I am not taking time, like no time limit is there. I'm just enjoying my journey. Now I am not taking English as a subject. I'm just living this life. That okay, I'm just assuming. For example, if I would go to foreign countries, how would I survive there? And in
Hmm.
my surrounding also, ma'am, we have 90% means person they are speaking in English only. But at the end of the day, I do believe that we need to create that environment by ourselves only.
Hmm.
Nobody would come to you and they would tell you that you can speak, you can do. People would always hold you back if you are not believing on yourself. Because I have faced all these kind of situations in my life. Now I am pretty good confident at least that it's okay. No matter whatever is coming on my way, I'm ready to weather the storm now.
Mhm. That's really great because you're giving 24/7. That is what everyone has to do. It is not like you set up separate time for 20 minutes speaking practice and this much time I'm dedicating to English. It's not like that. It's like 24/7. Whatever you do has to be in English. Your thoughts have to be in English. So it means you're thinking 24/7 means all the thoughts are in English. So that also adds to the English practice. But what is one learning method that helped you more than you expected? Because we think okay, this method will not be very efficient, and but still we practice it, then you were like surprised with wow, this is so effective. Is there any method like that?
That is reading, ma'am. I was not expecting that much from reading habit because earlier I never used to read one or two books. But it's been for me 4 months into reading habit, and I have read more than 32 books. So
Wow.
eventually, it is helping me a lot, a lot, and I am enjoying my reading habit. I don't know, means I'm feeling that is different world. Why people usually say this thing that books are our best friends, and now I am getting this thing, and I want that my daughter should also inculcate this habit. So for that I have created reading environment at my home. So before going to bed or whenever we are getting time, we usually read that this activity, read aloud. And for example, I don't want to give them that digital time all the time. So
Hmm.
more of the things I try to indulge them into these kind of things. So reading is means for me it was unexpected that how would reading help us in terms of spoken English. But yes, ma'am, it is helping me a lot.
Hmm. But how do you mix up the time? Because you're a homemaker, you have children, as you say. So how do you like? Do you remove separate time for your reading practice? There is so much more as a homemaker, right? So how do you manage time between your learning and your homemaking?
Well, ma'am, time management is the only thing for everything, which I do believe. And for me, I can say now I am more into this reading habit. So wherever I am going, whatever time I am getting, 10 to 15 minutes, I never used to scroll my phone or everything. For example, if I started some chapter, I just want to finish it first. If my daughter is reading, side that I'm just reading my book. And if somebody is playing, my house help is saying something, and Didi, okay, wait, give me some time. I need to finish this chapter. Or if I am doing some work in my kitchen. So if, for example, if dal is boiling or milk is boiling, it would take time. At least 10 minutes I could read. So in this way, we could squeeze out some time. Otherwise, if we are waiting for the perfect time, that okay, Indu, you need to be perfect time, serene environment, then you would read. That would never ever come, ma'am, because we are a homemaker and we are already wearing many hats. And for us, it is like hard nut to crack. But yes, if you are determined, if you are focused, or you want, for me, it is helping. So that's why I am more into this now. That how would I learn from reading more and more? And nowadays, like people are more into social media, digital media. By the end of the day, they are feeling drained or this thing. But I have felt, ma'am, that after reading, I am feeling more energetic. So
Hmm.
that's the reason. It in terms of my health also, I am taking it, ma'am.
Yes, definitely. Because reading is not only for English, it is for your mental health, everything. It's way more better than using the screens. So that's great. But see, you're effortlessly using idioms as and how you speak. It's a hard nut to crack and other things a lot. A lot of I noticed you using idioms really effortlessly. You're not thinking, it's just coming in a flow as and how you speak. So would you like to dedicate that to your reading practice? Or see, many people learn idioms, right? But they forget quickly. So, what is your formula? How come you're speaking effortlessly?
Okay, so if you're asking me, ma'am, so I am fond of idioms and phrasal verbs and
Okay.
everything. Like, and whenever I'm reading book, if any idiom or phrasal verb is coming across, I used to feel so happy that okay, I'm already aware about this thing. So I don't know, ma'am, but for me, it is like I am wearing that Rani har over my language, and it is enhancing my vocabulary. So everyone having their own way of expressing. I'm not saying that we need to use idiom or phrasal verb, but if you want to sound natural like native speakers, and it is already in the book. Even sometime I used to tell to my husband that, you know what, I was reading that book and I came across that word. So my husband was saying that Indu, everything was already there. You were not opening your eyes. Now you are like aware about all these things, so that's why you are feeling happy. And I always, he always keeps on nagging me that first you should go for the books, because he knows, yeah, since childhood he has learned in this practiced way. So he always helped me and suggested me very good ideas. But sometime I used to brush it off that it's okay, I would do later. But nowadays I am fully paying attention that okay, if somebody is giving us feedback, so we should take it as a constructive feedback so that it would help us to grow in our life.
That's great. And in in our learning journey, we all keep making mistakes, right? And some people correct us, but still we keep making the same mistake unknowingly, subconsciously we do it. So is there that any mistake of yours that you used to make often, but now you no longer make, or you make it rarely?
Yes, ma'am. I used to make like ing continuous tenses. I used to make conditional sentences. For example, this morning I was telling to my husband that if you don't want to use big sentence, so you can say that I wish I were there. Like this means these all are short forms for conditional past regret. So I was saying that I wish I got this. I wish I have bought this car earlier. I had bought this car earlier. I would have been traveling more. So there I used I would have traveled. So my husband said, Indu, been na? I said, yes, traveling more. So it means it takes time. I am aware about rules, ma'am, but often I usually do these kind of mistake. But nowadays I am paying little conscious effort. So now I am pretty aware. Like, of course, it is continuous tense, so gerund form only come. No, only if we have to use have. So of course, B3 will come. So I need to pay more attention there. And with the continuous tenses only this problem happening with me many times. But I used to say that it's okay. And it's just a phase. Only 7 months is there. So don't try to be boil the ocean initially. It's okay. It will come with the help of practice.
That is right. And does your family get irritated sometimes, like your husband or your children, like 24/7? Because I work on YouTube and most of the time I'm on my phone, either editing videos or doing some research, planning content, when to upload what, then promotional videos. All of this, most of the time I'm on phone. And that is feels irritating to my children or my husband. It's like all the time you're in a phone. Like keep it aside. When we are there, you're not supposed to use it. So what's your story like whenever you are so much into English and you told me you're 24/7 for it. So does it become irritating in your family?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely true. Whatever you are saying, it seems like you are just narrating my story only. Because this weekend only, my daughter was saying, "Mama, English ke bina bhi duniya hai." Okay, now you are more into this thing only all the time, and I have also created my YouTube channel. So for that also, I am means uploading, recording videos, conversations, solo videos, editing. And because I'm new to this thing, so I'm not aware about all these things, I need to learn first and then I'm doing. So yes, ma'am, but for that I have just made one rule that Monday to Friday I'm quite strict or disciplined with my journey. Saturday Sunday I usually take backseat, because I do believe that balance is quite important in our life. Otherwise excess of everything is bad, no matter whether it is English or any kind of things. Because my kids, they are too young. My younger one is just 18 months old, so they need me now, so I need to be present there also. So sometime I usually say that at least after 4 and 5 hours, if I am taking break, then I feel like, no, no, Indu, let's get back to the work now. And I don't know, ma'am, nobody is compelling me, but I myself, my body requirement is this, that let's do some practice, let's do one activity or any video if I would like I this weekend only you have posted that videos, so I was not aware that sweltering, what is sweltering, and
Mm.
I just learned that word, and then in the evening I created my video. That I love if somebody is creating these kind of video. So yeah, I consider myself quite good learner. So I usually more into all these kind of things, that if I'm learning something, so I have to execute in my vocabulary. That is the main thing in my life.
True. Only if you use it in your life, it's you just didn't hear the word and left it there. You used the word, you made a video out of it. Now you're going to remember that word. So that is how you put it into practice. That is great. It shows like you are obsessed with English. It's like liking is something different, but you have an obsession. Like an I have an obsession for my channel for working on YouTube. Likewise, you are obsessed with learning English, and I think it is a good thing if it is something positive you're obsessed with, which is helping in your personality growth or in your self growth. So I think it is a nice obsession.
Yes, ma'am. And I truly believe in this thing that for 6 months I was not paying into my accuracy and all these things, but now I have created my YouTube channel. So for this, I just want that be authentic and whatever I would impart from my side, because I just want to share from ground journey. Like it's not
Mm.
impossible because most of the time there are many content on YouTube and people are just coming with lots of the questions. So I just want to make it clear that there is no cut corners, no shortcuts, only mantra is practice. So when somebody is saying this thing, na, I could totally relate because I have within these 7 months, ma'am, I have poured my heart and soul into this language. And yes, definitely this language shaped my personality in different way. So even today also I'm considering that today is my first day. That hunger, that desire is keeps on increasing all the time. So yes, whenever I speak, it seems like wow, means how it is sounding so good. Yes, ma'am.
Of course, and I'm noticing that you speak fast. Like you're speaking fast, and the problem with speaking fast is you suddenly get stuck in between, or you whenever you get stuck, you start using fillers. But in your case, it is different. Though you're speaking fast, your accuracy rate is good. You're using good words, using good idioms. It doesn't occur that, she's speaking so fast now she's going to make a mistake or she's going to get stuck. You're not even using fillers. So, really good job.
And this thing I have learned from Priyanka Chopra, ma'am, that I admire her insight a lot. And Sudha Murthy's, ma'am, they were saying that if you want to speak correct English, or if you want that public should also sound like, yes, you are speaking correct. So for that, you can add phrasal verb or idiom into your vocabulary. If you are getting stuck for some word is not coming, that time you can add this idiom there. But for that,
Mm.
you need to do that practice earlier. For example, if I'm coming across any new idiom, so I'll go with at least 70 or 30, or like sometime it depends upon my practice that how I am picking up. But more than 50 times I need to do that practice with one idiom so that it would come naturally, it would land naturally on my tongue if I want to say something. So only here also, ma'am, only the practice. And if somebody is giving any piece of advice, I always take it with both the hands. That because it's my gray area, ma'am, and it's not only in English. I usually speak fast, but in my native language also, I usually speak fast. And if I'm speaking slow, it seems like I'm a patient. Like I am trying, ma'am. I'm trying, but sometime it works, sometime it doesn't.
Of course. And whenever we use our phone, like ever since you started learning English, has it changed the way you use your phone? Because we tend to use the phone or media according to our choice of language, right? So I'm sure like you're obsessed with English, and I already know the answer. Maybe you're using all the content only in English. So has it changed? Like 7 months ago, you would watch some other content and suddenly you shifted everything. So how has English changed the way you surf the internet?
Absolutely, yes, ma'am. There is no brainer that English has changed my whole perspective Not only I am getting many things, but also like it has broadened my horizon. And for me also, now I am taking things in a different level. I'm
Hmm.
tackling each and every situation. And when it comes to use my digital media, so I'm quite pretty sure that which kind of content I have to consume. Because if we are consuming lots of content and we are feeling like our brain is cluttered because we are not producing the same content. So I just want that I should consume whichever is necessary for me. Like keep the gold and brush the dust from my side because that is not necessary for me. But it doesn't mean that I am not into entertainment. Of course, every like I like Bharti's blogs. I like some people entertainment, laughter, so that it would also give me that entertainment should be there in my life, and we can go with the English comedian so that we would get it like icing on cake for me if I am getting English also at the same time laughter also I'm getting. So I am choosing my content wisely on YouTube and on television also. If I would talk about, I would go for the web series. If any phrasal verb or any word is coming, so nowadays my husband is saying Indu CC new phrasal verb has used there because my at my home also, ma'am, my daughter, even my 7 years old daughter, she'd also speaking in idioms because she knows it's been 7 months and every day I'm learning new idioms. And whatever I have learned, my main is the aim is that I need to use. It's not only for the namesake, I need to jot it down everything. No, I should describe myself. I usually speak with my daughter that, okay, if something is there, so how we can use. So yes, like for content also, for using mobile, TV, everything, English has totally changed my life or my perspective, ma'am.
So I think you're very good at handling stress because it becomes sometimes really stressful. Learning English, then you're also creating content, then managing your kid, which is just 18 months old. And I can only imagine it is going to be really hectic, right? So are you really good at managing stress or do you vent out sometimes?
Well, in my perspective, I am quite a spiritual person. I consider myself quite spiritual. So, I usually don't take any much stress in my life because whatever happen for the reason. And if you are looking for the bigger picture in your life, whatever things are coming, you won't feel that stress. This is my personal experience. I have felt, and most of the time my gut feeling or my manifestation always comes true 95%. So if I'm saying something, this thing would gonna happen in future, so means
Mhm.
within days or like eventually that thing is coming in real life. And I do believe on God. So I say that it's like if you are saying that everything is easy, so it seems like easy, but if you are saying that everything is difficult, so it is difficult. So in my life, if I want to give excuse, I can give any time, ma'am. There is no foundation, no time bound for me, and nobody is compelling me. But it's been 8 years of my life I was sitting at idle home, nothing was, only for the kids and everything. But when it comes to me, I was not at all improving. Why means, and now the time YouTube has, like, it is like blessing in disguise for us. Most of the women, they are like making their careers. I want to become financially independent. I am inclined towards teaching career. So for that, which kind of action am I taking? So that is the question from my side. So that's why I have took, now I am come up come out of my comfort zone. Because if we are saying that we want each and everything, so then we cannot have. We need to go the extra mile if you want to achieve something in your life.
Sure. And one last question. If homemakers say, I don't have time to learn English, many of us don't do, right? So, what is your advice and give some practical tips on how they can, I mean, not remove time separately, how they can inculcate English practice in their regular duties, not removing separate time or sitting idle separately in a room, which I think is going to be challenging. So are there any practical tips? And also, I would not advise like when milk is boiling, you read your book, because we forget it. So many times you lose. I mean, you forget, especially when milk comes, right? Like you are boiling milk and it's on the stove. 100% you forget. You have to stand there till that work is done, then come out of the kitchen. That is my mantra. I never go to do anything when the stove is on. But okay, jokes apart, please give some practical tips.
Yes, ma'am. Time management is the key or success of our life. If we would manage, of course, as a women, we are like already doing many things. But when it comes to managing, so there are women who are managing their kids, their job, their family, their house, and they are living their life happy too. So we always tend to give excuses. Most of the time, we are giving excuse that means we don't have time. Uh, every lady or every woman they are having kids at their home, and most of them their kids they are going to school. So we can inculcate these kind of habits like storytelling habits, and we would encourage in such kind of activities with our kids. Let's tell me what else you have do in your school today. Have you did something? And we can start with the small if they are at beginner level, so start with the kids cartoons, all these things. And later on, of course, whenever you are getting 10 to 15 minutes for yourself, and in mid morning or in during afternoon time, so we can go for the self talk, watch some
Mm.
English content which is relatable for you. And if you are finding that yes, this thing is happening, because ultimate the game is only time management. Everybody is having 24 hours only. And I can say that, so if I can do, na ma'am, everybody could do this thing. Because for me also, sometime I'm going to bed 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the night with small toddler, but I do have that desire. So that strong question should be there. That strong why should be there. That why you want to improve, or is there really a need? And of course, if you are ready for that, so eventually everything or universe would help you to make your own ways. Your kids will also play, and you would also get the time. But initially you need to come out from your comfort zone. That is the first thing. Second thing is that you need to speaking practice more and more and more. That is the only thing, because people, most of the women, they are saying that they are coming from English background, Hindi background also. So they are just coming that we have enough vocabulary, we are aware about rules and regulation, but when it comes to speaking, are they really doing this thing? So my question is this only, that go with the answer, not with the
Mm.
question, that I am already doing this thing. So take small baby step. Like I took 7 months to focus on my grammar. For the 6 months, I was just focusing so that I would be comfortable with this language. And then now I am feeling that yes, I'm a bit comfortable. It's high time to focus on grammar. So it is like for the best version of myself.
Okay, so it was amazing and you inspire me so much. There's so much to learn from you. Thank you so much for sending in the invite and having this session. Anything you wanted to ask from your end or add something to the session before we wind up?
I just want to ask, ma'am, that the way you speak, it seems like for you it is now cakewalk. So how would you achieve this level of fluency? I know you are a great teacher, and it would might take many years to you reach here. But I just want to ask from you that how I could get good grip over my grammar, and which kind of method I should follow more.
Yes, the method you're already doing, you're reading a lot. So you are having the right input. Because sometimes while speaking, when you're doing your listening practice, it depends on the speaker. They might make mistakes and it happens a lot of time because speaking, it is something instant activity, right? So it is possible that you are hearing to some wrong grammatical mistake or something. It's possible. But when you're reading, it is always correct because they have done proofreading a lot of times and then they have published the book. So in each book, the same grammatical structure is going to be there. So that thing you're doing perfectly. That box is ticked. The second thing is you're recording yourself, you're uploading on YouTube, and also you're having sessions. So you can watch these recordings also. Note down what mistakes you're making. I think some, yeah, two or three mistakes I noticed in your grammar, like as in how you were speaking. Take note of that. Like this was a mistake. So write that down and deliberately try to practice that, try to correct that. So I think that is how you can do it. You just focusing on your grammar mistakes. And you're absolutely right. You first learned, you became comfortable with the language. That is how it has to be. Now that you are already pretty fluent, you're focusing on your accuracy now. That's totally perfect. So that is how you have to do it. Just focus on your grammar now, and you already speak beautiful English. So go ahead with that.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable feedback, and I would definitely gonna work for it. And recently, you have created one video, and that was really helpful. That from where we can do our grammar practice. You have mentioned some of the website, and I am working whenever I get free time. So I am working, and it is really helpful for us. So thank you so much for sharing information with us.
You're welcome. And also, it is they are free websites, right? So I know a lot of people who want to practice. So, right, they need some exercises, some sheets where they can practice grammar, and nothing wrong in it. You're not learning the
Yes.
rules, right? You're applying it and trying to see you're right or wrong, or where you stand, what mistakes you're making. So that in the incoming days, I'm making videos, really interesting ones where you can where to do your listening practice also, so you can follow audio clips. So yeah, a lot of videos coming up you can follow. It's going to be beneficial. And thank you so much for watching the videos and supporting. So take care, keep up your good work. Have a good day.
Bye bye, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're
Bye
welcome. Bye
bye. I
bye.
totally enjoyed. Bye bye. Have a nice
Bye.
day.
You too.